Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Hello, hi, hello, hello. Hello, babies. Y'all know I'm always a little tardy for my own party, but I'm here though. Hi, Daniela. How are you today? How is everyone? Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Let me see if I can go to my channel real quick. Oh, I want to see the chat. Hello, Roberto. Hello, Miss Angela. How are you today? Hello, hello. Hello, Roberto. Let me turn my microphone down. All right. So that's going to be better for me to see everybody's name because Lord knows my eyesight is terrible and my screen is down. Anyway, let's get into some mirror work. Now, first, let's talk about cleansing ourselves using mirrors, and then we'll talk about doing some spells with mirrors. Because mirrors are, when I say I use them in a lot of my work, they are a wonderful gateway to open up portals, to clear karma, to clear issues that you are holding within yourself, like subconscious issues. It can clear evil eye from other people. It can protect your home. Mirrors are used in so many different ways. So I want to start this live off with talking about mirrors in a practical way that all of us, even us Christian people, can use mirrors to help clear subconscious blocks and issues, any type of money blocks, love blocks, self-love blocks, anything that could be holding you back in life, you can use mirror work to work with. Okay, so with that being said, what you want to do when you're doing your mirror work is stand in front of your mirror. You can be dressed, you can be undressed, it's up to you. I prefer to do it while you're undressed. It can be in the morning, in the night, I don't care, but I prefer for you to look at yourself in your entirety and just appreciate yourself. Tell yourself how much you love yourself. Tell yourself, how good of a job you're doing. Big up yourself in every which way. Tell yourself you're smart, you're beautiful, you're intelligent, you're doing a good job. Even if you are not feeling it, hello, not really here. Hi, Crystal Hayes. Hello, hello. But even if you're not feeling that way about yourself, please tell yourself that on a daily basis. This is something that you need to do every day. I walk past the mirror every day as I'm getting myself ready and tell myself how beautiful I am, how much I love my body with the gut. Okay? And my little gut sit on my stomach. I want to show y'all so y'all can see. Even skinny people have their little bloop bloop. Okay? I have a gut. And while I'm looking at my gut, I tell myself how beautiful I am and how wonderful I am and how this and how that. And it helps you with your beauty spells. It helps you with self-love and how you project yourself in the world. Okay? Hello, Janet. How are you? So please, this is something that I want you to do every day. Anything that you feel is blocked, discuss it with yourself in the mirror and talk to yourself like you are the hierarchy and the authority in your life, because you are. You don't have to answer to anybody. You don't have to help anybody. You don't have nothing to prove to anybody. Today I was listening to people talk about someone who had passed away. I don't want to get into his name, but God rest his soul. We'll say Kevin Samuels. And they were talking about a video that he had did when a lady had called in and she was talking about how she was given, like she was babysitting and doing a lot of stuff that it was not her responsibility because she didn't have any children, and how compassionate Kevin was to her and had given her his private number so that she can talk to him privately and get some real guidance on how to uplift her life and move on with her life without hurting people that you love and that are dependent on you. And those are things that we are all dealing with. When I heard them talk about that today, I thought, wow, how many of my followers are dealing with people who are dependent on y'all, who have put their burdens on y'all. And from now on, when you look in the mirror, the only burden you carry is your own. You start cutting those cords in the mirror. Do your cord cuttings in the mirror. These are all things that you can use mirror work for. And when you're doing the mirror work, you simply say, I look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am cutting the cord between me and whoever this person is. If that is a lover, if that is anybody, you are cutting the cord between you and this person. Point blank, period. We're not dragging anything along anymore. So that's how you can use mirror work. It's truly about looking at yourself in the mirror, being truly compassionate and loving to yourself on a day-to-day basis. And it's not being phony. And if you have to put little sticky notes on the mirror to remind yourself of what to say, do that. Tell yourself, and you can do your affirmations in the mirror. All of that helps build who you are and clear up those subconscious blocks. And you can do that at any time, any moment. If you don't have a mirror, you can look in water and look at yourself and say the same thing. And the water will hold the energy. Okay, but we're not doing water work today. We're doing mirror work. So use mirrors in that form. And you can use any type of mirror. I have Dollar Tree mirrors here that I'm going to show y'all a quick little how to do spell later on. So with mirror work, that's the most important. That's something that you can do to knock out all types of shadow work. Telling yourself you forgive yourself and all that good stuff. Moving on from mirror work and how to do it. Because for me, mirror work is simple, and you just need to just stand in front of the mirror and talk to yourself like you're the hierarchy and you're the first in command in your own life. And own that and see that God has blessed you with his blood and his energy running through your veins. And respect that and know that and stand in that grace. And you'll see everything about you starts to change. Your posture will change. The people around you will change. The way you treat yourself, the way you allow other people to treat you, what you accept from your jobs, and everything around you will change. And they will all rise to the occasion, okay? Because they love you and they want to continue to be around you. Or you just leave them behind and you will not be bothered. You will be unbothered as you move forward from whatever that is your mirror work is having you leave behind. It will not harm you. It'll put you in the right alignment, okay? So that's when we're clearing karma. When we're doing mirror spell work, and I know a lot of you guys, when I say I love mirror work in all of my spells, if I'm doing any type of any spell, I will try to incorporate a mirror in that spell if I feel like it. I really, really do. One of my favorite ways to use mirrors, and I usually don't get mirrors this big, but this is what they had in Dollar Tree. Let me see if I have any of what I normally use. Yes, I do. So this is what I normally use, but I've used this so much and it has my energy in it, so I don't want to do spells in it. This is what I will put my candles on, okay? And they usually will come with little stickies at the bottom. What I'll do is take my pillar candle, and I'll put it right in the center of the mirror. And if it's protection work, I'll put salt around it. If it's whatever type of work, I'll do some type of spiritual something around the mirror. Sometimes you can put water in a bowl around the mirror. What this will do is help amplify your spells. For my crystals, If I'm charging them and I put them in the sun, I will put a mirror with them in the sun that will help amplify, okay, the charging of your spells. If you put a mirror out there when you're releasing the energy, that will help release energy, and then the sun that will help attract the energy. Okay, those are one of the things that I do on a daily basis. I literally keep little circle mirrors on my altar that I put specific crystals that I use on a daily basis onto and charge them. Okay. Hello to Asia. Yes, you did. Hello, hello. I'm happy you caught us today. So, these are just like simple things you can do with mirrors just to amplify your spell. Let's say you want to get rid of somebody. Let's say somebody's sending you the evil eye and you want to be done with them. You take their picture and you put it between two mirrors. Let me see if I have something I can take. I have this piece of paper. And you can take, when you take their picture, you can take their picture and put some calamus root on it, some eye bright on it, some gangala root, some, what else would I put if I want to really get rid of somebody or stop their evil eye? Angelica root, black salt, any type of repellent on their face, specifically on that third eye, but you want that those herbs, put it on their face. Put your mirror over it. Put your other mirror on top. Okay? And you want to tape that shut. And boom. That is an evil eye spell that, and I will just light a white candle on top of it just to make sure the spell is fully activated. Okay? You can use mirror spells in so many ways, and that's just simply doing an evil eye spell. Let's say we wanted to protect our home with mirrors. We can use a mirror and shine it outside the window. Keep a mirror just facing outside. When you're doing your meditation work, you make sure that when you're putting your force field around your home, you're always making sure that there's mirrors on the outside of there protecting you. Okay, my loves? This is real. And these things work. It repels all of that negative energy back to them. And don't let you incorporate a spell with the mirror. Then you can resend that stuff 100 times fold, 1,000 times fold. It depends on how hard they came at you. And that's using, that's what when you're selling shit back to people who came for you. I don't mean to curse, but yeah, that's how it be. So when you're using mirrors in your spell work, you can do anything. I use in my front room, my money water bowl that I keep to attract wealth to my home sits on a mirror. Okay? It sits on a mirror. Hey, Chanel. Hello, hello. Hi, Angela. Okay, so we have a question Angela is asking. Let me put it on the screen for y'all. What kind of spell would you surround it with water for? Okay, yes. So the type of spell that I will surround is like money spells. When I say I do every attraction spell when I'm trying to conjure money or I don't really do stuff to conjure love, but conjure money. conjure practical things in my life, I will include a mirror. I will take one of these bowls, put water in it, and then I will take the candle and stick in the bowl and amplify my spell that way. Okay? Just like that. This was another spell I was doing earlier that I finished up. But that's how I will take that. And that's for money spells, my fiery wall of protections. I will use a mirror on those. And then I will put the salt on the outside of the mirror and then put my fiery wall of protection stuff on the outside of that. I ain't playing. So not only am I sending whatever back to them, it's amplifying and going further. Other things you can do. You can stop people from lying on you. You can use mirrors for truth spells. Wonderful for getting people to tell the truth, to tell you the truth, for you to find out the truth. For that, you can use it to help you to amplify your dreams, to help you find out the truth. So yes, yes, yes. So Chanel asks a really good question. I did an evil eye candle, and at the end of it, when it was almost out burning, it broke. When lit, what would that mean? Did it break? Let me see. And at the end of it, when it was almost out burning, it broke. Okay, so what that means to me is that you cleared whatever that was that that person was sending towards you. So when you're burning a candle and it depends what's happening when the candle breaks. Okay. If you're doing an evil eye spell and the candle burns down, and then at the end it engulfs and breaks, I will still do another just to clear all the energy, just make sure all the energy is clear. But for me, that's a sign that the spell is done. It could be that the person who was throwing the evil eye, if let's say they're actually doing a little bit of work behind it, they know that they're sending you negative energy. That could be them breaking the candle themselves, because sometimes the energy don't want you to clear the spell. But most of the time, that's usually when you're done with it. That's usually the end of the spell, is when the candle breaks. But again, it depends on what's happening. You need to learn to read your stuff, like read the energy that's going around. It's like when you're reading cards, you know what cards you can use for what cards are better suited for what. Is that type of vibe. So if you're noticing the candle is burning down, all of this is black, and then it breaks at the end, do that candle again, because that's letting you know it's a lot of dark energy and they're trying to prevent you from breaking that spell. Even though the broken glass means that there's some part of that spell that's being broken, there's something that's cleared, you still need to do it again, especially if the glass came out black. Now, if the glass is clear the whole time and it still breaks, for me, that means the spell is done, and still light another candle just to clear everything out, make sure everything is done. You don't want nothing, you want to get those last little crumbs out of there and then just be done with it. Okay. Did it come out clear, Chanel? Okay. So yeah, that means your spell is done. That's really what that means. So you can just simply light Just do another one just to make sure you got all the crumbs picked up from the corners. And that's it. You're done. That means you cleared whatever that was holding you back. Can you do that same thing with the double mirror to grow and strengthen your current relationship? Let's see. Yes, you can. Actually, let me show you guys how. I'm going to take 2 tarot cards. Let's say this is you and your man. What you'll do is you'll take your man's photo. You want to inscribe whatever it is that you want for y'all. Always focus on me. Always pay attention to me. Whatever that is. Okay, keep your mind on me, whatever it is. Then you'll put his photo facing the mirror. Okay. Then you'll take your picture and put it on the other side. Like that. Okay. Then you will sandwich in. What am I doing? Yes. Not this way, though. This is the way. Over the masculine. You want him sandwiched in between the mirrors so that everywhere he looks, he's gazing on you. Okay? And what you can do is tape this together. And you want to use number magic when you're taping. Don't just be taping and taping and taping. No, you're going to do 3, 4, 7, 9, 13, whatever is good, whatever makes you happy. And you want to, but you have to be in your spell zone, meditating, putting your energy in, all of that type of stuff. Light a white candle with it or light a red candle with it. And this is for them to pay attention to you, to focus on you, to not think of anybody else but you. This is the type of spell that you can do that with. Okay. So yes, you can use mirror work to do any type of a love attraction, keeping your relationship together, making sure that he has eyes for nobody but you. This is a good one to make sure the only person he can think about is you. And y'all are bound together. Okay? Because you can do a binding spell with the mirrors also. Be creative. Now, don't go crazy and doing no dumb stuff. Like, let's be at reason. Because sometimes, you'll tell somebody be creative and the next thing you know, they doing something retarded. Don't do retarded stuff. Don't be binding yourself to other people's husbands. I always got to remind y'all of that because, some of y'all do it anyway. And we don't want that. That is not going to be a blessed union. When the universe is trying to bring y'all divine unions, those are relationships that don't come with certain baggage because they want you guys to be able to show the world the proper way to love. That's the whole point of the divine union, is for you guys to be a reflection of the proper way to love. So they're not going to bring you, God is not going to bring you a crappy person to be with, and then you got to fix them up and build them up. He ain't going to do that to you. He going to bring you the right one. It's us that pick the messed up people, and then we want to bind ourselves to them. Let me not go off in a tangent, because y'all know I'll talk about that forever. The bottom line is that's a good one to bind you and your partner together and make sure that they don't stray. They don't stray. If you want to make sure that they don't cheat, you can add like some slippery elm. Hi. Yes. So anytime you're doing this mirror work, you can use herbs. Let me see if I can find that question. Yes. So yes. The Asia, yes, ma'am. You will use herbs. And of course they will go according to the type of spell that you're doing. Okay. And That's it. Like mirror work is actually very, very simple. You really don't need a lot of ingredients. Like when we're making my oils and I'm throwing everything in there because I want to make sure I hit every aspect of protection, every aspect of love. If you're attracting a specific type of love and that type of thing. With mirror work, if you're doing protection, you can use two ingredients. You can use just black salt. When I'm doing evil eye work, I will use, well, no, my evil eye powder has like four or five different evil eye blocking ingredients in it. So I will put my evil eye powder on the face of that person and cover it up, and their ass is on a mirror. Period. And if they got some serious evil, I will sandwich them through between two mirrors. Period. I loses no sleep over it because I'm not harming a person. Now you can be throwing stuff back to them, but you'll rather just reflect whatever they're doing back onto themselves and giving them whatever they're asking for. Now, when you're doing mirror work, you need to be careful though. You don't want to be looking into the mirrors that you're using. Okay. So that's why I won't use ones that I've been using for a long time. I'll only use mirrors that I just buy and that I just open. But if you're looking in the mirror, especially if you're doing dark work or evil eye work, you don't want to look in those mirrors at all. You want to keep your mirrors clear of your face and anybody that you love face, unless you're attracting something to you. Then you can look in those mirrors. And those are the money and that type of stuff. Good fortune, good luck. You can look into those. Other than that, if you're doing any banishing work, cleansing work, protection work, anything of that nature, when you're using the mirror, make sure it's one that you haven't looked directly into. I like that question Chanel asked. So that was really, really good. I sure can show y'all an evil eye powder on Patreon. Actually, yes, we can do that today because that's what we're going to be doing is some evil eye work. So I'll show y'all an evil eye powder on Patreon. Yes, ma'am. Because that's what I'm going to show y'all is mirror work. And we can do an evil eye spell. Because which one is this I got right here? I'm trying to think what spells I have because I did some mirror work last night. That's what got me into doing mirror work today. I think it was evil eye and negative thoughts. It's something like that. You're welcome, baby. You're welcome. But yes, guys, y'all have any more questions for me? Because I want to make sure y'all fully understand that y'all can be creative with the mirrors, but don't be doing no dark work creative stuff. Creative as far as attracting wealth. You can use different types of salts. When y'all go into the Botanica and y'all are seeing those yellow salts and the red salts and the green salts or the rice, the colored ones, use those on your mirror. Like Dollar Tree are actually selling, let me get a better one. I'm breaking these down. Mirrors like this, just simple, big mirrors. You can do so much. You can make this little thing your little altar. Put your little cup of water, your candle, and your incense, and whatever live thing you want to, whatever flower you want to put on there, a small little flower pot. Boom. It's very simple. Okay. And every spell you do gets amplified just from that simple hack. So take advantage of, of everything. Is it possible to do a couple love and money spells? Let me see. What you mean with mirror work? Oh, thank you, Chanel. Thank you, Chanel. I appreciate you saying that, Pooh. Thank you. Um, okay. So let me see. I think I've given y'all like some ideas as far as love and money spells. What I will do is on my Patreon, I will do, I'll record a video and then I'll post it on here for y'all. Let's see. Because what time is it? It's almost 2. Yeah, because I'm going to be late for my Patreon class. And I want to do some mirror work, like the spells on Patreon. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on to Patreon where I can do some spells. And what I'll do is I'll release the videos for the live onto YouTube and to the first tier of my Patreon. Because I know my first tier, they probably want to see some of this type of stuff too, my babies. So I'll go ahead and give y'all access to the y'all won't be able to see the live, but what I'll do is I'll make the video available to everybody because I usually don't do the lives. I usually don't make the lives available. I keep those for my Patreon babies because some of the stuff we get into on there can be a little heavy, and I don't want to give people who are brand new at this a bit too much. That's why I'm very hesitant about what I share on YouTube because people will take that small little bit, that little inch, and run it into 10 miles. I can't even say they take the inch and turn it into a mile. It's like 10 miles. And it's just do bit by bit. You know what I mean? When you see the first spell work, then you go into the second spell and you can take it to the next level and, that type of stuff. But don't just deep dive and then you get caught up and you can get really hurt. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, thank you very much, Lynn. Hello. I love my Patreon. I'm very, very proud of it because I feel like I get deep down into stuff that I can't really. It's like I feel like I'm gonna get flagged or somebody gonna go crazy on YouTube when they see the type of stuff that we do, but we really get into it. I want to do something quick just to show y'all. Well, I think I showed y'all a quick little love spell when to get somebody to think twice, to overthink you. So that's it. Let me get to Patreon because I got to get to my babies. I'll see y'all later, guys. I love you guys. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.